Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now March 13th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm to see exactly how they're going to handle everything moving forward. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about The Rise of Skywalker is that we do know that this movie had a very difficult production because of Kathleen Kennedy. A lot of scenes were deleted in the process, and with that being said, Kathleen Kennedy was the one directly responsible for deleting many of the scenes from the first cut of the movie and, of course, the second cut of the film before they finalized the movie. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there were 2 phases of reshoots and rewrites of the film, where the second phase was the most recent one back in late 2019, before everything was cut by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, the thing about The Rise of Skywalker is that obviously this film has a lot of problems with it, but it also has a lot of potential of what it really could have been, and a lot of fans have been very intrigued about what it would have been like if we had a lot of those scenes embedded within the movie, often described as the JJ cut, right? So now that we got the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, on board for the new Star Wars universe, and how he's really changing everything over at Lucasfilm, and how he's going to run Star Wars, Marvel, and more, this is where things begin to get very exciting for the future of Star Wars, and something exciting to do with the JJ cut. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are focused on their new Star Wars universe, also known as their new Star Wars Expanded Universe. It's noted that Disney has multiple plans in place in order to create a better future for Star Wars in general, where one of the big plans by Bob Chapek is to bring a return of the character of Ben Solo into the Star Wars franchise. It's explained that also Bob Chapek has a plan to reset the sequel trilogy with their new Star Wars universe that will explore new stories that will change how the fans view the 3 Star Wars films made by Disney. It's noted that Chapek will be allowing George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni to create a series of books, novels, and comics, as well as having creative power over the direction of the new video games to be released that will retell the sequel trilogy films, and that this is Disney's best way to reset the sequel trilogy. It's explained that Bob Chapek views this as an opportunity to satisfy the fans who had issues with the sequel trilogy movies, and that also his plan is to reset aspects of The Last Jedi that have to do with the plan to release deleted scenes for that film and also for The Rise of Skywalker. It's noted that Bob Chapek wants to release all of the deleted scenes that were complete at the time of filming before they were cut to release the JJ cut sometime in 2023 that will give the fans a different cut of The Rise of Skywalker. It said that by 2023, Chapek wants the JJ cut to be released to fans that will show all of the extra Palpatine footage as well as a handful of flashback scenes involving Luke Skywalker and more. Now, the one thing that really stands out to me the most here is why in the world would we even have to wait so long until 2023? That's a very far ways off. Now, given that that would be 1 year after the first Star Wars movie drops, I guess they want to have something in between the 2 Star Wars movies of the new trilogy to really kind of carry things over and to really occupy the fans. Meanwhile, they could really just do that now because we're in a gap in and on itself between, The Rise of Skywalker and the new trilogy. So, Bob Chapek, I think that this is a prime example that he is either very much in tune with what the fans want, or this is just full-on damage control and is a very big desperate move in order to really bring back the fans and to really create a more successful product. Now, I would like to say that it most likely is damage control and a desperate attempt by Bob Chapek, but deep down, I think that there is something more to Chapek here, because if he really did not care, he wouldn't be doing this at all to begin with. Bob Iger didn't even think about doing this. Neither did Kathleen Kennedy, because she was the one directly responsible for deleting all these different scenes. Again, you gotta remember that the original cut of The Rise of Skywalker was 4 hours and 20-something minutes long in length. That's before the first phase of reshoots and, of course, before the second phase of reshoots. We're talking about the later scenes that actually involved tons of Palpatine footage, tons of Luke Skywalker footage, and more that was actually going to be utilized in this movie. Now, the thing about this is that this could very well confuse some fans as to exactly what would be considered canon if they released the JJ cut. You know, the fact that they want to release this by 2023, including a lot of deleted scenes on Disney Plus. I'm not quite sure if they're going to consider putting this on Blu-ray, but it's going to be a thing primarily on Disney Plus in order to get fans most likely to subscribe and to enjoy other Star Wars material at that point in time. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, let me know what you think about all of this below. What do you think about Bob Chapek as the new Disney CEO? What do you think about his attempt on bringing back the JJ cut of The Rise of Skywalker? Let me know what you think about that. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.